We quitted the castle about 7 o'clock, when the marabouts call on the Moors with time of praying was announced. We were conducted through the harem, and though it was day, we were obliged to have torches on the account of some long dark passages we had to go through. Could the subterranean ways and hidden corners of this castle tell the secret plots and strange events that have happened daily within these walls, they would be most extraordinary to hear. So that statement came from Moorish Manners, from Tully's narrative of a 10 years residence in Tripoli. 1817 is this newspaper clip. So he was around these Moors for 10 years, and he specifically said they went and prayed at 7. He didn't say nothing about them praying 5 times a day. An interesting work recently published at London. We have extracted the following vivid picture of a part of the court of Basha, and it was the Bey. The author, who was British consul, had perhaps better means than any other European of acquiring a perfect knowledge of the manners of the people, of whose present state so little authentic information has reached us. Messenger. So this European, Tully's, he had no reason to be biased in regards to the prayer, and when he recorded it, he said the Moors prayed at 7. I'm starting to see a lot of differences between the Islam in the East and the Islamism in the West. Noble Drew Ali had the "What is Islam?" He says, "He neither begets nor is he begotten, because these are traits of frail and weak humanity. And beget or begotten, that's a lower function of an animal, like a sexual, carnal flesh deed. Like how they say Jesus is the Son of God and his only begotten son." So they're saying that Allah sired Mary. Why is Noble Drew Ali saying the begotten and beget when he's speaking of Islam? And that's because the Islam in the East, they support the miraculous conception like the Christian. They don't say anything about Joseph. And they don't say that he's the father and Mary was the mother and they was the 3. Let's go into the Holy Koran of the Moorish Holy Temple of Science and see what Prophet Noble Drew Ali has to say about Jesus, Mary, and Joseph. Let's see if he supports the miraculous conception of Allah begotten or begetting or siring a carnal flesh being. I really want to stress the importance of taking advantage of this technology. As far as like how I said, they use the Bible code and the Torah code, they put it in the computer and all that, man. We have a lot of different advantages now. And putting Noble Drew Ali's Moorish Holy Quran in search, with the word search and all that, man, you can get to stuff so much faster and start seeing correlations. So again, it is of paramount importance to take advantage of all of the frayed wires being connected. So I placed in the word search, Virgin Mary, 0. I looked up beget, and it is in misery, number 5. He who begetteth a man hideth his face, but he who killeth 1,000 is honored. Did I not just say that in Islam, they hideth Joseph, who begetteth Jesus? They hide him. He who begetteth a man hideth his face, but he who killeth 1,000 is honored. After the feast, number 11, and then he went forth with his parents on their way to Nazareth. And when they reached their home, he wrought with Joseph as a carpenter. And then he went with his parents. Education of Mary and Elizabeth in Zoan, Egypt. Number 4. Now Joseph, Mary, and their son were down in Egypt in Zoan. And John was with his mother in the Judean hills. Again, now Joseph, Mary, and their son. So when you get into the Islam in the East, they start talking about that there's hadiths where they put their finger up in Mary to see if she was in fact a virgin. Then there's hadith saying that Satan will touch every child and woman except for Mary. But the hadith just said that they put their finger in Mary. See, GS has been going off all week about a lot of this stuff, man. And again, I see a lot of differences. So this Holy Quran is basically disputing all of the errors in all the other religions. I put up on Instagram a video of a mother, and she's in front of this altar, and she's in India, and she's worshiping and rocking back and forth like she's pretty much possessed by something. And also, these altars have bananas and just different foods around it for the shrine. So then we go to Noble Drew Ali's Holy Quran, and what does it say about that? Jesus reveals to the people of their sinful ways. Number 6, Allah lives not in the noise of tongues. There is no way to him from any idol shrine. There is no way. Jugular vein. Number 18, that which you burn on any shrine you throw away. No blessing can attain the one who takes the food from hungry mouths to be destroyed by fire. And that goes right in with the Christians as far as the sacrificial body for their salvation. When you would offer sacrifice unto Allah, just take your gift of grain, meat, and lay it on the table of the poor. From it an incense will arise to heaven, which will return to you with blessedness. Man, you cannot do any sacrifices with no food, with the flesh of man, or nothing like that. Make human hearts your altars, and burn your sacrifices with the fire of love. And all the people were entranced, and would have worshipped Jesus as a god. But Jesus said, I am your brother man, just come to show the way to Allah. You shall not worship man. Praise Allah, the Holy One. Indeed, brothers and sisters.
And at the same time, the Prophet, peace be upon him, has asked us to deface the gray hair. Deface the gray hair with what? With henna. Henna comes in different colors. Obviously, the jet black is to be avoided according to some scholars. Some say that, in fact, a lot would say the extra that speaks about the avoiding of the black is actually not from the statement of the Prophet, peace be upon him. Nonetheless, you can avoid it by using brown or tints of brown, the dark brown. You can use the orange or the shades of it and so on.
Holy instructions for thy children. Number 6. A wicked son is a reproach to his father, but he that doeth right is an honor to his gray hairs. The obedience of children toward their father. He hath watched for thy welfare. He hath toiled for thy ease. Do honor therefore to his age, and let not his gray hairs be treated with irreverence. Holy instructions from the prophet, pinnacle wisdom. It is said gray hairs are revered, and length of days in honor. Virtue can add reverence to the bloom of youth, and without it, age plants more wrinkles in the soul than on the forehead. Noble Drew Ali was responding and disputing all of the dogma that was in all of the religions, brothers and sisters. We can do this all day. If you want to pick and cut and slice and peel, we could do this all day. Bottom line, you want a path to Allah with Ali. So you're going to have to choose, man. You're going to go off his path and run off into the woods, because when I hear the hyenas get you, I ain't coming to help you, man. I'm on this path and I'm going. Don't play around. You upset an orphan, you upset the prophet. You upset the prophet, you anger Allah. That Muslim was like, people ask me how I keep my beard so rich and clean and neat. Man, these people are so full of themselves, man. So full of themselves.